We're not being cute today. I don't have a bunch of fancy numbers for you. I don't got any of that. I got arguments for you. Let me tell you, the Giants, the New York Football Giants, they deserve two major NFL awards this year. And you know how many they're going to get? 0. Let me tell you about them. So we'll start out with the obvious one. MVP, Daniel Jones. No, okay, I'm kidding about that one. The obvious one is Coach of the Year. Now, it's cute and all that people want to give it to, Sirianni. They want to give it to Shanahan. But let's be honest with ourselves. Let's put ourselves in each of their shoes. Imagine you're an NFL head coach. Don't even imagine that. Just imagine you're you. What situation, what team would you like to coach based on the roster and what is currently available to that whatever franchise? Would you rather be the Philadelphia Eagles with people with like literally one of the all-time great defensive lines, an incredible offensive line, 2 incredible wide receivers, a good quarterback who is probably going to win MVP this season, and a plethora of other things that just on paper make the Eagles look really good? And then you got the 49ers. The 49ers got guys like Ayuk. They got Daboll. They frickin' threw Christian McCaffrey in there because why not? Their defense is pretty nice as well. They got Nick Bosa, every conservative's favorite NFL player. And then you got the Giants, who got Saquon, Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, maybe Kayvon if you want, younger talent. But just tell me, let me know, what team do you want to coach? Because I think I know what most people are going to say based on those 3 choices. On top of that, let's talk about what it means to the New York Giants franchise. This is the second time we are going to be making a playoff appearance since our 2011-2012 Super Bowl win. Are you kidding me? That's how bad we've been? Dude, even if with the Rams having the worst record of all time after a Super Bowl win this season, as long as they make the playoffs twice within the next 10 years, they're going to be arguably better in that span of time after a Super Bowl win than we were. I mean, we have been disastrous since that Super Bowl win. It's been a show. It's been just an absolute circus. I mean, for real. You got Brian Daboll in the last video. I kept saying Brian Daboll. It's Brian the Super Bowl. Brian Daboll. He took a team that most people had going maybe 3-4 wins this season and got them into the playoffs with 1 week remaining in the year. You know what the conversation around New York Giants fans right now is? Do we rest players going into this last game versus the Eagles? Obviously, the Eagles are going to be resting players. They've been sitting Jalen Hurts for the past, 2 weeks already? They're just yeah. Let him go. He's good. Chill. So the question right now for the Giants is, what do you do with guys like Saquon, who, he's proven to be injury prone in the past? What do you do with guys like Andrew Thomas? What do you do with guys like Daniel Jones? And the fact that that's the discussion we're having going into the final week of the season, when most people thought the topic of most Giants conversations was going to be what quarterback do we draft? Or what coach do we bring in, or whatever bullshit naysayers wanted to say before going into this season. It's incredible. That is such a testament to Brian Daboll and his coaching staff and his just the absolute inspiring performance they have put on as a staff that makes him deserve Coach of the Year. The other award that I honestly think we deserve more than Daboll getting Coach of the Year is Comeback Player of the Year, and that individual is none other than Nick Gtes. I believe it was a little bit over 400 days ago when Nick Gtes, during the 2021-2022 NFL season, whilst playing, suffered a fractured tibia and fibula. If you haven't seen the footage, I'm gonna give you a little something right here. Alright, I'll take it away because it's a little graphic. And as you can imagine, that was a horrific injury, very on line with what we saw with Alex Smith when he came back and won his Comeback Player of the Year. Now, I'm not going to act like Nick Gtes has been an all-pro lineman or anything like that, but that's not the point. It's the Comeback Player of the Year. It's not who's the best, it's not the most improved, it's the Comeback Player of the Year. And we're talking about a guy who was told by doctors that he might end up losing his foot because it became infected whilst treatment was being done. And then here we are, what was it, week 7, 8, right around there, he makes his return to the field, and it's like nobody cares. Like, I feel bad for the guy, because it's such a testament to what he is and the kind of person he is inside, that he has taken this all so well. And while he deserves the credit and the hype that a comeback player of the year would normally get, he's not getting it, and he seemingly doesn't care. He is just happy to be playing football. Based on Vegas betting odds and some other shit like that, right now it's looking like Geno Smith is going to win comeback player of the year. And I really have to scratch my head at what the award means if that's the case, because yes, Geno Smith is having the best season of his career by far, but guess what? He's on the best team of his career by far. He has the best coach of his career by far. He has the best situation of his career so far, and he excelled in it. Did anybody, even with that in mind, expect him to have the season he has been? Probably not. But what about that as a comeback when all you've done is make the most of your new, better situation, versus a guy who not only didn't know if he was going to play football again, suited up the next season and continued to play at a starting level in the NFL. It really blows my mind that Nick Gtes isn't getting the credit he deserves in this case. I mean, I can't say it enough. The man almost lost his leg. I mean, please look up the x-rays, look up the physical therapy videos, look at the stuff he went through in effort to get himself back to a playing level in the NFL. Not just a living his life level, he got himself back to playing in the NFL in the same way, in this exact same vein as what Alex Smith did when he earned his Comeback Player of the Year award. Nick Gtes deserves that exact same honor. And back to Daboll, dude, I don't care about overall record. I don't care if the Eagles end up 15-2 or whatever. They are incredible. Like, talent-wise, they're insane. Meanwhile, the New York Giants are still coming out of, like, years of absolute cap hell, signing guys to the dumbest deals ever, and yet we are secured in the playoffs with 1 week to go in this NFL season. And if that isn't Coach of the Year, again, I question what these awards even mean. Now, this is a side note, but let me tell you, nobody was happier when this man was taking an interception back for a touchdown than me. To have Landon Collins come back to the Giants from sitting on his couch to playing on the practice squad to literally securing one of the most important plays of our season. I mean, hell, there's almost an argument for him in the Comeback Player of the Year voting. But again, it should go to Nick Gtes. If you liked what you saw today, if you thought I made some good points, please let me know in the comments section down below. Leave a like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know when I upload a video next time. I'm really close to 100, and you could very easily be 12.5% of the rest of my progress to 100 subs from this video forward. I would really appreciate that. And as always, my name is Zachary Taylor. Thank you for your time today.